Hey everyone, Lightning Spirit 78 here, and welcome back to some more of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we completed a lot of stuff having to do with the HM cut, and we also completed the SS Hand. And in this episode, we're going to grab some items over here in Route 11. Now, all of these trainers, I believe, are completely optional, and I took the liberty of off-screen training and fighting off of each and every one of these trainers because they're all optional and I only want to show the mandatory fights and all that stuff, and there were a lot of trainers here, so it really would have been a huge waste of time. Ooh, a great ball. Now there is one item I believe we can get. I'm not 100% sure if we can get it right now. In fact, let me check. Yes, we can actually. If you come up here and you talk to this guy, it's another one of Professor Oak's aides. If we have up to 30 Pokemon caught, he'll give us the item finder. And since we have like 31, we just barely can get the item finder, which is kind of nice. It'll help us see hidden items, like that rare candy I got back in Cerulean, that was a hidden item. And that that escape rope I got on the rock, that was a hidden item. So yeah, kind of nice. Now this guy, he'll be asking for a Nidorina, the evolved form of Nidoran female. In exchange, he'll give you a Nidorino, which is the evolved form of a Nidoran male. In Fire Red, this is reversed. However, unless you took the time to actually evolve your Nidorans, there's no way you could possibly have a Nidoran male or female in this game yet, anyway, unless you took the time and evolved them and put them on your team and everything. Other than that, you can't catch those two in the wild for a while longer. And now that that's all done with, oh yeah, back on Route 11, that first item you saw on the route in the last episode, that was an awakening. I accidentally got it by accident. Yes, I accidentally got it by accident. Yes, that totally works. But now that we're done with that, we're going to use Paris and cut down this tree, and we're going to enter the gym. Vermilion City Gym. It's a, electric type gym. I don't want to fight you. Okay, that was annoying. Anyway, this gym's puzzle, it's an electric type gym. As you can see up there, maybe. Yeah, up there, you can see there's an electric fence. And the only way to deactivate said fence is to find a switch hidden in these trash cans. You need to find 2 switches to be exact, and after you find the first switch, the other switch will be, I believe it could be diagonal, it could be across, it could be below the switch that you just activated, and if you get it wrong, it resets. Lovely. What I'm going to do is that since this gym takes a long time and finding the switch is kind of annoying, I'm just going to cut until I find both switches, and I will be right back. Real quick while I'm cut away fighting those trainers, if you come back here to Route 11, you can find a Pokemon that we haven't seen yet, or actually we have, but we haven't been able to catch yet. It's Drowsy! Drowsy is another Psychic-type Pokemon, and in my opinion, it's probably the weakest of the 3 you can get from this point of the game. The Alakazam family, the Hypno family, and Mr. Mime. In my opinion, Drowsy is not the greatest. I've used him before. He's kind of creepy. He's more of an attacker than a special attacker, which is not good for Psychic-type Pokemon, in my opinion. And he's also very special defensive. Other than that, I don't recommend using Drowsy, but if you want to go ahead and try using them, then by all means, go ahead. Finally! God, that was annoying. For some reason, I always have trouble with this puzzle. I mean, I know that the switch is always like right next to the trash can, but that's like 4 different trash cans that it could be. So, I don't know. Okay, maybe not 4, but it's around that number. Anyway, now that we finally have this unlocked, let's go fight a mandatory trainer! That always works. So apparently Lieutenant Surge was in the army or something, according to this dude, and it's Pikachu. It's Pikachu of level 23-ness. Oh, that's actually not too far off from my Pikachu. Oh, magnitude 8, this thing's destroyed. Yeah, having a ground type like Diglett in this gym, it's in your best interest. Even if you don't plan on using it, it really is in your best interest here. Mostly because electric Pokemon just cannot even touch this thing. Anyway, this is it, Lieutenant Surge. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your puny power. I tell you kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies into paralysis. I'll do the same to you! And here we go, this is Lieutenant Surge, the electric type gym leader. And he's not that bad actually. Starting out here with a Voltorb, I'm gonna go right into Diglett here and destroy him. His Voltorb knows Shockwave, Tackle, Sonic Boom, and Screech. The only things you need to be aware of is Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom always does 20 damage no matter what. And Shockwave is an electric type attack that never misses. His next Pokemon is Pikachu. Pikachu here has Shockwave, Thunder Wave, Double Team, and Quick Attack. The worst thing that you need to worry about here is Double Team, because it'll raise its evasionness and it'll be a real jerk to hit. Finally, before we can get the Thunder Badge, he's got his Raichu here. Raichu level 24. Has the exact same moveset as his Pikachu, except it's a lot higher level. The only thing you need to watch out here is, the only thing you need to watch out for here is Double Team spam like that. So it raises its evasionness and Thunder Wave, because Thunder Wave, it'll be annoying and you'll get slowed down and then you'll get Shockwaved, and that's a move that never misses. And it's just not fun. Also beware, both Pikachu and Raichu have static abilities, so if you hit them with a physical attack like Tackle or something like that, odds are you're gonna be paralyzed. And with that, that's it. Diglett didn't even take a hit of damage. That's pretty impressive. Now that's a shocker. You're a real deal, kid. Fine, take the Thunder Badge. Why am I saying the Thunder Badge? You clearly haven't watched a Pokemon anime, have you? Wait, what? Well, what do you know? Diglett's evolving. In all honesty, I didn't realize that it evolved at this level. I really didn't realize this. I thought it evolved at like level 28 or 29. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. Anyway, Byron evolved into a Dugtrio, and this thing is actually pretty good. But it's learning Sand Tomb. That is not a good move. It's not. 15 base power and 70 accuracy, I don't think so. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed. It also lets Pokemon fly lightning quick. So basically we can use the HM Fly whenever we get it now that we have this badge. And we also get TM34 Shockwave. I'm going to be teaching that to Pikachu eventually here. But I'll probably take care of that off screen. After this episode, I'll probably just teach the TMs that I want to teach my Pokemon before moving forward and catching any Pokemon I missed, because once we enter the next dungeon after this, we kind of enter a whole new area of Kanto and a whole new section of the game. This is basically the part of the game where I consider the middle part of the game kicks in, and the beginning parts are gone, more or less. I decided to cut that out because that trip across down ground path is way too long. Remember how I said we'd be going back to Cerulean, though? Well, here we are, back to Cerulean. The route that we need to head to is to the east of Cerulean, but if we come in here with our bike voucher from the dude at the Pokemon Club, we get a bike! And a bike is, it actually allows you to travel much quicker than you can with the running shoes. I may be using this bike a lot. I'm actually gonna register this, and now whenever I hit select, we can ride on our bike. It's not as fast as I remember, but it'll do. One thing about the bike is that, yeah, it changes the music, but, which I'm kind of sad about. But, you also can't ride it indoors. So yeah, that's one thing that kind of sucks about the bike. Alright. And welcome to Route 9, everybody. Alright. Now here on Route 9, there's a whole bunch of trainers, but we're gonna fight them anyway. Let's see. War Turtle, you get out there. Alright, let's go. Wait, did she say I have no Pokemon with me? Where have you been for the rest of the game, lady? Come on. Maybe I should have... Yeah, maybe I should have switched out the Alakazam. Now that I think about this a little bit further. Oh well. Alright, come on, Squirtle. You can do this even though you're paralyzed and your HP is 69, I just realized that. You can still beat this Oddish, and you did. Huzzah. I'm not really too worried about healing my Pokemon on this route and going all the way back to, Cerulean to do so. There is a Pokemon Center right before the next dungeon, so... In my opinion, it's probably just best to, you know, wait it out and just get healed over there. Right? No, another Oddish, of course. Oh, you have two more Oddishes. Let me guess, another Oddish and another Bellsprout. Both are going down the Psybeam, you know. There's not much you can do about it. It's a fact of life. All Oddishes and Bellsprouts go down to the mighty Kadabra. Kadabra. I swear, that's what it sounded like in the anime. It always sounded like Kadabra. And Alakazam was always like, Alakazam. I don't know. The weird things that I think of. Take that, Alicia. Or is it Alicia? I don't know. Ooh, Aerial Ace. That is a very good flying type move. Crap. Okay, good, I got past him. What Aerial Ace does is it is a flying type move that never misses. Apparently there's a rare candy around here somewhere, according to my notes here, but I don't know where that is. Oh, what is that? Okay, that's either going to be a burn heal or an ether. I'm thinking it's a burn heal, so I'm gonna ignore that. Don't need it at the moment. I'll come back for that when I off-screen some things. Oh, well, that was mandatory anyway. Wow, that guy, like, completely slipped through me. I was not even paying attention. I was reading notes to see what I needed to pick up and what was new on this route. And, by the way, there are no new Pokemon in this route, just the same old Pokemon that we've been seeing. Spearows, Rotos, and Ekans, and Sandshrews, oh my. That totally didn't work. God, you know, you really should have a Butterfree by this point. I mean, the dude on Route 6 had a Butterfree, and it was level 20. Come on, dude, learn something. I mean, at this point of the game, we should not have to be reduced to fighting Weedles and Caterpies. That's something we should have did after the first gym and before. But now, we're in the our levels are in the mid-20s. We have 3 gym badges. Not much is standing in our way. Come on, dude. Put up a better fight. Oh, I don't know. Okay, that's a bit of a better fight. Not much, but a bit. Venonat's an interesting Pokemon, actually. I've never actually used one, but, who knows, maybe someday I'll give it a try. Although I find it funny that it's a evolved form Venomoth, because, it clearly has wings, but it's not a bug flying type. And even though it clearly has wings and can fly above the ground, it's still hit by ground type attacks. You would be paralyzed. Now, I guess that holds true for a lot of other Pokemon, like Magnemite that's flying above the ground, and Magneton. It flies above the ground, but it has a times 4 weakness to ground, and it can be hit by ground. Let's see. Is there any other Pokemon I'm thinking? It can be hit to the ground, but like clearly fly or levitate or something. I think those are the main 2 that I can think of, at least in this generation. In other generations, there's like Magnezone and like Pokemon that you think clearly could not fly or levitate do, but the ones that you know should be able to levitate or fly, they can't. And I'm gonna ignore you. because I don't know what's over there. I'm also going to ignore him. If he'd back away... Thank you. Oh, I knew you would do that. Come on, back away. Oh, come on. Cutting him out. Well, that was annoying. Anyway, let's come down here and can I avoid him? Yes, I can. Awesome! Route 10. And here on Route 10, we actually have a new Pokemon to catch. And this Pokemon I highly recommend you get. And there it is! Voltorb! Voltorb is an electric type Pokemon, and when fully evolved, it becomes Electrode, and it becomes the fastest Pokemon in the game. In terms of speed. In the later half of the game, it becomes outclassed by a few others, but... The reason I highly recommend you get this Pokemon is because it is a Pokemon that can learn Flash. And I don't plan on using this Pokemon on my team. So, this is basically going to be my Flash slave thing, and that sounded odd. It really kinda did if I think about it, but anyway. Come on, Voltorb, get in the Pokeball. You know what? I'm gonna help you out. I'm going to paralyze you. And then you'll have no choice but to get in the Pokeball. And then I will be happy. And then we can move on with our lives. Eventually. Alright, is this gonna catch it? I believe it would. 2, 3. Yes! Alright. So basically Voltorb is our temporary Flash HM slave. And... am I gonna give him a nickname? When do I ever do? Alright, this is the Pokemon Center I was actually talking about. There's a trainer down there. I guess to end off the episode, I'll fight this trainer. Just because I can. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Apparently she was like, I've always been to Pokemon gyms, but I always lose. I wonder why. Well, she has a Pikachu, so she gets plus points for that. But is it better than my Pikachu? Not by a long shot. Oh, that's why I like my Pikachu. And she has a Clefairy. That's not too bad either. At least it's better than freaking level 20 Caterpies and Weedles, and I missed. And now I'm gonna get hit by static. And now I'm gonna hit by a Double Slap, which is a multi-attack move. Come on. I always hate multi-attack moves. It takes so long for them just to be over with, and they do so much damage over time, even though they're not that powerful. And would you stop missing? And would you stop hitting me? And you're going to kill me, aren't you? Ooh, maybe not. Hit it! Ah, crap. Fine, I can use Slam again. That's perfectly fine with me. I can totally do that. Don't you dare. Oh, are you just toying with me now? Are you... Stormy, wake up. Stormy the Pikachu, come on. There are so many things I could say to that Clefairy right now, but I'm not going to. Mostly because I'm ticked and I can't find the words. Ha! Paralyzed! What now? Say nothing. Finally! Now go down. Jeez. I don't know how you lose because of that Clefairy. Jeez. Ooh, hidden item. Cherry Berry. That's awesome. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's going to be all for this episode. So, boy, next episode we take on Rock Tunnel, the detour to Lavender Town, which is the next part of the game. Rock Tunnel. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, with that in mind, I will see you guys... Oh. Free Everstone, everyone! If we ever have a Pokemon that we don't want to evolve, there you go! Anyway, that was completely unexpected, but I was wondering where the 20, Pokemon prize guy was, but there he was. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. So, if you like this part, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Slaying the Spirit 78, signing out. Take care, everyone. Hang on, we're not done yet, folks. I know this episode's been quite a long one, but I want to bring up one small little thing before you go. I actually want you guys to help me choose my 6th and final Pokemon. Yes, as you can see, we only have 2 more members in order to fill out the team. And I figured I would leave it up to you guys to choose the final one. Now, there's 6 Pokemon I want you guys to choose from, so listen carefully. First off here we have Dragonite. Dragonite here is the only dragon type in the game, but it's powerful to boot. The main reason that I'm having you guys vote for him is that I actually kind of hope he'll win, just because it takes forever for him to evolve. And having a Dragonite on the team throughout the game would really help with the Pokedex project. But I'm not going to force you guys to vote for him, but if you want Dragonite on the team, go ahead and vote. Next up here we have Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is a nice rock flying type, very fast, very speedy, and would make a nice addition to the team, even though we get him extremely late in the game. Next up here we have the fighting type Hitmonchan, which we'll get about midway through the game. The reason I'm having you guys pick Hitmonchan over Hitmonlee is that Hitmonlee is in the Fire Red game that I'm using to collect all 150 Pokemon that are exclusive to Fire Red. And since you can only get one of them in the game, well, Hitmonchan is the one I'll have to pick in Leaf Green. Next up here is the normal type Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's a pretty powerful normal type. We'll be getting her probably around the same area as Hitmonlee, if not a little bit later. But if you want her on the team, well, let me know. Next up here is a bit of an odd choice. This is Lapras. Lapras is a water-ice type, and I know we have a water type already in the game, but then again, Lapras has a very extensive move pool, and actually kind of acts like a Pokemon that is a jack of all trades, really. It's very defensive and learns some nice moves, so it really wouldn't exactly be a water type, and plus it's one of my favorite Pokemon, so. But if you want Lapras on the team, let me know. And finally here we have probably the weirdest choice here, but one that I personally thought would be interesting to see. Venomoth. Venomoth, as you heard in the video, is a Pokemon that I wanted to use when I was talking about that Venonat. Venomoth is a poison flying type, not too bad. I've never used that thing, so yeah, it'd be nice to see how it works. So that's about it, guys. I thank you for watching this episode, and if you could leave a comment down below saying which Pokemon you want to vote for, go ahead. You can vote for 3 of these Pokemon, and only 3. And the one with the most votes will win. If you have any suggested nicknames for any of these Pokemon that you vote for, you can also send that in too. Alright guys, see you next time on more Pokemon Leaf Green. Take care, bye-bye.